These plans are collected from each unit commander in turn and carefully discussed, along with plans for handling any special items and for protecting the cargo from weather while it's waiting to be loaded. With these details gathered from each unit commander, the TQM makes a personal inspection of each of the ships assigned to him, along with that ship's first lieutenant. The purpose of this is to find out if the ship differs in any way from its blueprint. There might be peculiarities of the ship that would complicate the loading program, such as possible minor conversions which might affect the amount of available stowage space, or the fact that certain lockers and gear rooms might be being used for other duties. Now is the time for the TQM to be informed of any such changes, so that proper provision for them can be made in the final loading plan. This information he gathers from the first lieutenant of each LST in turn, noting, or if necessary, making photographs of any such irregularities. Also, the billeting officer of each troop unit and the ship's first lieutenant meet to arrange accommodations for the troop personnel to be embarked. To avoid confusion, it's imperative that definite plans for such berthing be made in advance of the embarkation. Back at his office, the TQM lays out the ship's blueprint and corrects it for any peculiarities or changes that he has found aboard ship. When this is done, the TQM can, by means of properly scaled models, easily work out a suitable loading plan of the vehicles and cargo to be embarked upon that particular ship. After this has been done with the models, the results are drawn on the stowage plan, which is a bird's-eye view of the cargo as stowed on the various decks. The next step is to prepare the profile stowage plan, which is a side view of the cargo as it's stowed. And the final step is to compile the loading summary, a complete recap of all cargo stowed on board the ship. When the ship's cargo officer and the TQM have agreed on this loading plan, it is presented to the ship's captain for his approval. He must be satisfied with it in every detail, for upon him rests the final responsibility for the safety of his ship. With the captain's final agreement to the loading plan, the ship prepares to receive its cargo. The ramp is lowered, and all the ship's equipment made ready by the crew. The turnbuckles of the cargo securing chains are greased, dunnage is brought aboard, and piled where it will be available when needed, for steel against steel is rarely secure. Therefore, dunnage is used to prevent shifting of cargo, which may endanger the ship. Drains are cleaned to make sure the tank deck will drain and remain reasonably free of salt water. And now the troops and equipment arrive. One of the TQM's assistants directs the drivers to their assigned dock space, where the vehicles are assembled and classified.